And they say, oh, they're so sectarian. The Baptists don't talk to the Catholics, and the Catholics don't talk to the Lutherans, and the Lutherans don't talk to anybody. So, you know, they criticize the Christians for being sectarian. But look, the devotees do the same thing. What is this? This isn't devotional. So this isn't transcendental. Huh? This is material. This is making artificial divisions. Oh, we have ISKCON and SHMISKCON and BISKCON and DISKCON and DATCON. And, you know, they're all cons as far as I'm concerned, because they don't give the actual transcendental philosophy, and they don't act like it either. So, what can I say? I think they're all off. Right? And of course, they all say the same thing about me. So, you know, it's up to you to decide who is giving the real philosophy, who is giving the real interpretation. So I didn't take sannyas because it would have involved me in this sectarianism. I just took Babaji initiation. Huh? So Babajis are supposed to be all eccentric and stuff, so that fits. But no, I'm doing this out of necessity. I'm doing it because it's an emergency, because the whole lineage could be lost if I don't. So somebody please figure this stuff out and become more realized and more advanced than I am so that I can relax, okay? What's the next question?
There's a question from Krishna Prapti. Is it correct to think that the 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam has not really been revealed? Would this be that the nature of the 10th canto is actually revealed internally?
Oh, very nice question. You understand the question?
Should I repeat?
Yeah, repeat the question.
Is it correct to think that the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam has not really been revealed? Would this be that the nature of the 10th canto is actually revealed internally?
Now, do you understand?
Realization.
No, what he's saying is that we have, Srila Prabhupada did not finish translating the 10th canto. He finished up to the 3rd chapter only, translating and commenting on 10th canto. After that, he withdrew his manifested pastimes. So, in other words, he didn't give the 10th canto. That's coming through somebody, has to come through somebody else. And the reason is, of course, that if you realize the 10th canto, you realize Krishna directly. You see? It's just like if I have a book on, how to play the flute, and I realize that book, then I can play the flute. See? That's realization. So if someone has Bhagavad Gita, let's say. In Bhagavad Gita, the conclusion is, give up everything and surrender to Krishna. Sarva dharman parijyata mamekam shana. So, if you realize Bhagavad Gita, you do that. You do that. You don't say, oh yes, this is a very nice metaphor. No, you do it. So similarly, if you actually realize Srimad Bhagavatam, then the 10th canto involves the direct personal contact with Krishna, between Krishna and his devotees and their pastimes. You don't ever hear about pastimes of Krishna without his devotees. All of Krishna's pastimes are executed in relationship with his devotees. You don't ever read, well, one day Krishna went out in the woods alone. No. Krishna went out in the woods and all the animals came around him and where they were engaged in affectionate exchanges of love and service. See? Krishna is always engaged with his devotees. He's always involved in serving his devotees. Huh? So similarly, the devotees are always engaged in serving Krishna. And this constant exchange of loving service is the essence of devotional life. So the 10th canto means, if you realize 10th canto, you realize all this. It's not just theoretical, it's not just a nice story. See? But the devotees have been discussing the 10th canto like it's, like it's a nice story, like it's a nice myth or something. Huh? But if you really realize the 10th canto, you become overwhelmed with ecstatic symptoms, like Lord Chaitanya. See? Because you come directly into contact with Krishna through that sound vibration. It's not just a material sound vibration. See? A material sound vibration means words about something. Huh? I can say, the book is on the table. And then we can go on and on reasoning about how the force of gravity is pressing the book down and the book is located above the table, and so, and go on and on like that. But transcendental sound vibration is non-different from the thing it describes. It's like the Hare Krishna mantra. If we chant the Hare Krishna mantra with realization, then we become so ecstatic that, our voice chokes up, we have tears in the eyes, we get goosebumps, we fall on the ground, and, well, maybe we don't reveal all those symptoms, but we feel like doing that. Huh? And we get so much transcendental pleasure. So, similarly, if we actually know Krishna, if we actually have realization, then when we chant or hear these pastimes, we should get all those same symptoms. You see? To realize transcendental sound vibration means to realize the consciousness. The state of consciousness is directly transmitted through the sound vibration. So we should, for example, in the Jaiva Dharma by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he recommends to chant the holy name constantly, day and night, while at the same time reading advanced devotional literatures like the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and books by the Goswamis like Ujjvala Nilamani, and these kind of rasa shastras that deal with extremely ecstatic pastimes of the Lord and his devotees. He recommends this process for self-realization. So to do that, you have to understand the whole science of rasa. You have to be pure. You have to be austere, you have to be renounced, you have to be so many things. So if we artificially stop that process of realization and say, no, everybody has to be in the regulative principles. That's all. That's it. You can't go beyond that. It's like the glass ceiling. We know there's some pastimes, there's some realizations above that, but every time we try to go there, we hit this glass ceiling. See, we can't get through it. The glass ceiling is there in organizations, organized Vaishnavism, because the leaders are attached to their positions. See? It's like, I don't want a leadership position. Will somebody please come along and do this better than me so I can, relax? That's my mood. That's really my mood. I'm not just joking. I'm trying to say that I wish that you all would become great Vaishnavas so I don't have to worry about this anymore. You all become leaders and do this better than me. Organize this mission and spread it all over the world, more intelligently, more energetically, more successfully than me. I don't know, how else to say that this 10th canto, you should realize it. Actually realize it. Actually, just like Srila Prabhupada, I want to say 10 things at once here. Srila Prabhupada wanted new Vrindavan. He wanted to create a Vrindavan, a community, just like Vrindavan, India in the West. He wanted new Vrindavan. What did we get? New child molestation. New homo Vrindavan. That's what we, it was such a debacle. It was such a disaster. It was such a complete perversion. And still those rascals are big leaders in ISKCON. The same guys. And they're still doing the same things. So these people cannot bring you to self-realization. You can read Prabhupada books and you can hear about, oh, there's this high level of realization there. But if you're in association with people like that, you're never going to get off the runway. I'm sorry. It's true. So, yes, the 10th canto has not